welcome to Wickenburg, AZ. Yes, that's Wickenburg, Arizona, just north of Phoenix. I'm Grammy Pammy, and I am here to show you what to do, what's up in Wickenburg. So for the locals, for tourists, you might be wanting just a day trip, something to do up from Phoenix, or maybe a vacation. People come here from all over the world to vacation in Wickenburg. It's a beautiful, small western town. But today, the treasure I'm going to show you is Happy Grow Lucky. Happy Grow Lucky is a produce stand. Produce stand that has much more to offer, but Rachel and Dusty are amazing. They're full of all kinds of information about all the produce, where it comes from, the value that it's good for you, the nutrition, but they are so special to our community, and we'd love for you to come up and meet them. So let's go on inside and see what they have to say and what they have to offer us today. Hi, Rachel.
Yes.
Tell us about your lovely, beautiful produce stand and what you have to offer here for Wickenburg.
Yeah, so we are Happy Grow Lucky, and we started out in tents out on the side of the road as a traditional farm stand, but there was such a great outpour of community support that we ended up inside after 8 months. So we have a little market here, and we're open 5 days a week, so we're here, and we try to bring in the freshest produce, the freshest. Everything you see here is a small family that just does this for a living, and maybe even a little side thing for their second business,
like a side hustle.
Like a
We're
little side
totally
hustle.
all into side hustles, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
and so it's always somebody who's working their hardest and trying to bring the freshest of what we offer. So we have bread, we have eggs.
Let's walk around and see it all. You want to point it out?
Sure. So we have eggs here. These actually just arrived this morning. I have some bread here. We have
I heard that bread goes really fast.
Oh yeah, the bread goes quickly. And the pasta is about one of my favorite stories. He is Sicilian, been doing this for 40 years, and he actually has owned several restaurants before. But he puts his heart and soul into his pasta, orders his semolina flour from Italy. So
yes.
it's the most amazing pasta you could possibly think of.
So the danger is once you do have this pasta, you never go back
Never
to the
go
other.
back. Never go
it's
back.
amazing. I mean, get a little picture of that. It's true. This once you really have what is real pasta, you just can't have the stuff that's in the grocery store anymore.
It's true.
So, and it's all made with love. We know this. This man is full of passion. Super great.
So we actually harvest some of our items as well. Like this is one of them. Things that grow here in Arizona is citrus. So lemons, limes, and oranges, tangelos, pomelos, and all the above. Grapefruit, different kinds of grapefruit, and pomegranates is one of them. So we just got these last week off of a tree here in Congress, actually, not too far from here. And then we have a distribution center that orders from local farms, as local as possible, and they get the best quality product at the best price for us. So where do you buy apples? Washington. So they mostly get those from there. And then we also get this broccoli is from Aguila, which is where we get our melons, which is only 25 miles away, and we personally go and pick those up.
Yeah, you can't get much more local than that. It's right from the farm.
It's right from the farm. A lot of our stuff, like our jalapenos right here, those are grown in our garden or someone else's garden that grows for us specifically. So they brought them in.
They look beautiful.
It's just garden items.
So Aguila is a town, if you're coming in from Southern California, you're going to take Highway 10 to 60, and you will come through the town of Aguila on your way into Wickenburg.
They also grow our melons.
Yeah.
So we have the yellow honeydew right now, the golden honeydew, and they're all Candy Brand. If you know Candy Brand, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They're amazing, and I also have cantaloupe. So these come from Aguila as well, and they're Candy Brand cantaloupes.
Yes, those cantaloupes, I had a sample earlier. It was just like candy.
Oh my gosh,
It was so good.
I know. And then potatoes come from Idaho because that's where you buy potatoes. Uh, and luckily around here we can pretty much keep like squashes and garlic, things like that that grow here in Arizona. We can keep those year round.
Nice. Super great.
We only carry what's in season, and we try to do that because it's the healthiest possible.
And it's, so it's real fresh.
Yep, as fresh as we possibly can. And then the granola is handmade by a local who owns her own little business and makes that for us as well. We have a lot of products like that. We carry Grammy Pammies.
Hey, I know that person.
Yes.
Yes. So that looks good.
Yes.
They are good.
They are good. We sell quite a bit.
And you have
We
other
also
goodies.
have another local lady who bakes, and she does different kinds of things than you. And then we just have little companies that are based out of Arizona. So this is Carefree Arizona. These folks just moved here from California, and they are already spreading the word about their barbecue sauce. They send lots of people here to buy it. So.
Do they live in Wickenburg?
They live in Wickenburg Ranch.
Nice.
Yes, and they're
So-
having a giant barbecue for their neighbors and friends, so I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
They make great, that one's spicy, and then they make not spicy is the other one.
Nice. Super great. So
Yes.
fun.
So everything around here is local, as fresh as possible. These are gluten-free, low-sodium seasonings. I have about 10 or 12 different kinds. The jam cheese, these two folks are based out of Tempe because that's where there's a lot of industrial kitchen and commercial kitchen.
Yes.
And they make those there. She makes seasonal, so I just got the ones that she just made from the summertime. Fig, strawberry, mango.
Lavender probably
Mhm.
comes from Arizona
Lavender.
too. There's a
Yep.
lot of lavender farms.
Yes,
north of here.
Yep, there is. She harvests local, and she only makes what's in season, just like we do. And the honey is from Aguila. So, fun fact: these bees actually pollinate those melons there. So.
That's a super. I got the chills on that.
Yeah,
that was
they're
fun.
right next door. So those bees are right next door to the melon farm.
Yeah, super
a lot
great.
of his hives are. So yeah, and
Nice.
they do work together as a farm and beekeeper. They have other farms that he takes his bees to. So.
And what is this treasure over here? These pickles.
Oh, those are pickles.
Pickled.
We are in
Pickled
the middle
things.
of changing all of our labeling. So, but we actually use a commercial kitchen, and we take care of all of our pickling. And my husband actually does it. He's multi-talented.
Yes. We'll hear more.
Yeah, he does all of the pickling himself, and mostly without help.
And this is all from the fresh gardens and everything as well.
Yeah,
all the fresh produce.
Yeah, we only use what's in season, and we order from our distribution center because this we have to order in bulk. So those carrots were coming out of Surprise, Arizona during the summer. So
Oh, super great.
yeah.
So, okay, you can't not be in here and not see this amazing art. So, this is one of those, a jewel that you find, right? Like, you're like, okay, the produce stand is amazing, right? All the produce is great, and Rachel and Dusty are super great and awesome because they give you all kinds of information. They're so friendly with the community. But where do you go to a produce stand and you can just like walk into a piece of art? So look at that. It's amazing. It's beautiful. So this is all available for sale also. And I think we get a sneak peek. So Dusty, Rachel's husband, is an artist. And he is creating as we speak. So he has a little studio set here at the produce stand. And what do you have to tell us there? So he uses no brushes. So this is a different technique that he has learned from his parents and his grandparents.
My grandmother developed this technique in 1938, where she was just using a palette knife And my father was a well driller in 1981, and he got laid off 2 weeks before Christmas.
Oh no.
And I have 5 brothers and a sister. So my grandma approached him and said, "You should paint. I'm doing very well at it." So for the next 5 years, we were broke artists. And my mom and dad both took lessons from my grandma, so I got to spend a lot of time growing up about 5 years old with my grandmother. And she was an amazing. Her name was Florence Sackett. And then when I turned 19, I started painting and followed in my parents' footsteps. I was the only kid from the whole family out of the 5 that took up the art. So I was traveling around and selling paintings, and I've been doing it now for 35 years.
That's amazing. I bet your siblings regret that they didn't continue.
Yeah, they're always saying, "Oh man, I wish I would have. I wish." But
pay attention to Grandma.
yeah, it's been hard. But this painting here is already sold, so I do commissions. This is a really nice lady in Wickenburg's backyard, and she wanted it on this size to go above her fireplace in her house.
Yeah,
So,
and it looks so real. Like you can literally feel like you're walking out
Yeah,
into the beautiful desert.
from the top down, so everything overlaps. So I already painted everything behind that, and now when I'm putting these flowers over, you can still see through it, so it creates that three-dimensional
Right,
effect.
yeah, like texture and that you've been there.
Yep, and I'm using really thin amount of paint too. A lot of palette knife artists, it's called impasto, and they'll paint their detail with thick paint. So I try and use very thin amounts of paint, so it creates the detail with color instead of texture.
That is so nice.
But yeah, it's been a fun thing. And then I paint around the sides too, so that way when you're walking in onto the painting, you kind of feel like you're coming into it, and you don't need a frame. So it kind of helps with the weight and all the stuff. Sometimes frames are a little cumbersome and they get damaged very easily. So this kind of gives you an option. You can still frame it if you want, but you don't have to.
Well, that's beautiful. Thank you for
you're
sharing.
welcome. Have a
And the
good
shop
time.
and the shop is super great. So
Thank you.
I know I have to get some of that melon that you shared with me earlier today.
Oh man, the melons are all organic too. So is the broccoli. It comes from the
Oh,
field.
I didn't even know that.
Yep, they don't use any sprays or any.
So I hope you enjoyed as much as I did talking with Rachel and Dusty, finding out all about Happy Grow Lucky and what they provide to the town. And they would love to have you come up and say hi. That'd be like, hey, I saw you on Wickenburg AZ. That would be so much fun. So come on up, plan to maybe pick up some produce, some of those great seasonings, the pickled vegetables, and Dusty's art. It's amazing. He'd love to share his stories with you. And a really great way to help our community, help our small town, is by liking and sharing. So you just subscribe and share, and maybe you'll find yourself in Wickenburg and you'll know, hey, what do the locals do? So welcome to Wickenburg AZ is just showing you what's happening, and we hope to see you soon. Bye.